All right, what's going on, everybody? Got today's mid-market futures recap. Going over my day trades for the day. Um, just like the markets today, my trading was all over the place. However, I did manage to squeeze out a green day. I took a few scalps, and yeah, so I get into that in a minute. Going over the broader market today, looking at the Nasdaq. You see on the daily, we're continuing in that, to the bears are continuing to how can I say it? We're continuing to trade down. I tried to think of a clever way to say it, but it didn't didn't come out. Anyway, we're continuing to trade bearish, um, and really very choppy. Um, in like the first probably up until about 11 o'clock, the market was like all over the place. You can see here on, you bring up the 5 minute, zoom in. Um, yeah, so we, here at the open, we had this nice little pop. Um, of course, with my 5 minute rule, I wasn't able to, take it. Well, actually, I wasn't watching the NASDAQ at all. Um, Up until this time, I did end up taking a trade, but it was like a couple of minutes ago that I took one trade on the NASDAQ. Um, But we had this nice pop here, and then we traded back down, and we just chopped around here, um, just with all all the sell off that we had, and seeing all this resistance. I didn't even think about taking a trade long here or with the Russell. I'll go over the Russell in a minute because I took most of my trades with the Russell today. But yeah, I wasn't, I wasn't even, I didn't feel like we were gonna, this was a good area to get in, bullish. So, I just stayed out of it. I actually had some other things to do. So I stopped watching after a while and took care of some other business because, and just waited for us to get up out of this choppy range. For me, it's no need, I could probably, at this point, I could probably be profitable here. I could probably make a good trade, with this kind of price action. But I'd rather, just save myself the trouble and stay up out of that, especially with all this. There's a lot of resistance and um, just nothing good about making a trade like that. There would be nothing fun about taking a trade like that, I should say. All right, so getting into my trades today, you can see here I'm I took 3 trades. Walking away today with $95. Um, so I took the first 2 trades I took was on the Russell, and they both were scalps. Um, let's see. I saw this wick here. I should have been more aggressive on the Russell today. Um, but uh, I saw this huge wick here, so that made me a little hesitant to take a trade. But if I would have just traded it correctly and been aggressive, because I had this opportunity to take a short here, and plus I was wasn't really too, like I said in the pre-market insight, I wasn't too eager to take any short trades today. But like if I was, it was going to be to get in and out of the trade, which would happen later. But I would have had an entry here if I would have been more aggressive, and that would have worked out. At best or at worst, I would have got to take a. At worst, I would have taken a scalp, which is what happened on on the because I was paper trading as well in Sierra chart, and I did take it in Sierra chart, and it turned into a scalp. I took it at this point at this area right here just to see what would happen, and the price chopped around a little bit, and it ended up being just a small scalp. So I watched it trade up, and seeing the resistance and looking at what we had a lot of resistance here, and then I didn't really get a any signal until like in here. So um, I wanted to pull back, and plus looking at what the Nasdaq was doing, and with all of this, the price action, I didn't think that we would have a real move bullish. So I wasn't even, I wasn't looking for a long trade at all. I was waiting for it to come back down and give me a bearish signal. So I ended up taking a trade here. I actually did not get a signal here. I only got I was just looking at the price action, and I took the trade short here. Um, and this was a manual exit. I didn't, let the trade play out, according to my exact strategy, which it's not really a good thing. But I ended up, taking just $5 there, and then it rolled over. I was, still not aggressive at this time. I should have taken another one here. Um, More than likely, it would have turned into a just by me looking at the price action. I feel like that would have been a scalp as well. But I like this kind of, it's not a textbook, but it's kind of an inside candle. So I took a trade short here, and the same thing. I ended up, taking myself out of the trade manually. I think that would have been a scalp as well if I would have just let it play out. Um, and then, I stopped watching it after that because I was busy with other things. And like a few minutes after 11, I I looked back at the charts again, and I saw opportunity here on the Nasdaq, so I went ahead and took it, and that one ended up being a scalp as well. Pretty much the same thing. So I over managed my trades, but then again, let's see where I got in. 58. More than likely that would have been a scalp as well, but how I have this one set up, I probably would have, taken. There's a good chance I could have made more off the trade. Actually, that's 58. Okay, so now I probably would have hit target. So I probably should have let this one play out. So yeah, I overmanaged way too much today. So I am definitely done for the day. Overmanaging, overmanaging 3 trades, even though the first 2 worked out in my favor. Well, all of them worked out in my favor. But overmanaging, trades is just not the thing to do. So if I'm breaking rules like that, I just got to stop trading for the day and, get myself together and do better tomorrow. So that's, my day. That's how my day turned out. It's good to be green. However, I definitely need to do better with over managing trades, because over managing my trades tend to do me much more harm than good in the long run. Yeah, today I'm green. I got, I made some profit, and that put me a small step closer to my goal. But at the end of the day, and even those first 2 trades, they probably would have ended up being scalps anyway. Um, Even with all of that, there will be a day where I overmanage too much, and then I miss out on big profits. Like, this last trade that I took, and then I took myself out of it too early. I would have hit target and got so much more than what I did walk away with. So technically, that is leaving money on the table. So I got to stop over managing trades. Losing is part of the game, so I got to be willing to take losses so that I can really take those big, really have those big profits, and really make some progress. Not only with TS Trader, getting funded with TS Trader, but with my trading overall, because I'm in this game not to I'm trading. I'm not trading just because it's I love trading, but that's not the only reason I'm doing it. I'm doing it to make money, so I have to stop. I have to let my strategy work out the way that I have it set up, so that I can actually do the main reason that I'm trading. So anyway, I'm not going to go into a long rant about that. So that's my trades for the day. I hope you guys are crushing it out there, and I will see y'all tomorrow for the pre-market insight.